Hello everyone. Welcome once again to avijitp-tech,
This is the third episode of the JavaScript Tutorial Series.
in which we will be learning about variables and constants. Just like in mathematics, wherein we assign any value to alphabets like x and y, but we cannot change the values of e or pi. In JavaScript coding also, we can change the values of variables, but the values of constants remain same throughout the program.
We will learn about global and block scope in JavaScript.
We will also learn not to use var, but use let and const keywords to declare variable in JavaScript coding. So let's go to our computer screen.
What are variables? They are containers for storing data values. The data may be a number, string, boolean, etc., which we will study in detail in a later episode. In JavaScript, var, let, and const are keywords used to declare variables. To learn practically, let's create a new file in VS Code and name it variables and constants. As the first code, I will write let x is equal to 10. Here, x is the variable in which I want to store the value 10. I will print the value of x in the next line. The value of x is printed as expected. Now let's see the difference between the various keywords one by one. I will start with var. Please note that the use of var is now restricted, although it is not eliminated. The best practice is not to use the var keyword. We will learn about var for our knowledge. I will create and initialize the variable x to store the value 10 using the var keyword. In the next line, I will reinitialize the same variable x to store the value 10. Then I will print the value of x. In this process, JavaScript does not throw any error and the value of x is changed to 20. Now let's try the same with the let keyword. If I run the code, JavaScript throws an error. It says the variable x is already declared. In other words, a space in memory has already been created for the variable x. There is no need to create the space again. If I remove the let keyword from the second line, the code works fine. This means that we can reassign the value of a variable using the let keyword but cannot redeclare it. Now let's do the same experiment with the const keyword. It can be seen that with const, x cannot even be reassigned. Var allows redeclaration of variables. Let allows reassignment but not redeclaration. Const allows neither redeclaration nor reassignment. Now let's build a concept of scoping. This concept is not mandatory but is useful to fully understand JavaScript. We will study global scoping and block scoping. The var keyword is globally scoped. In this example, I assign x to apple. Now I create a block. A block is just the code enclosed by curly braces. Inside the block, I change the value of x to another string banana. Now I print the value of x twice, once within the block and once outside the block. The value of x is printed twice as banana. This means that when I reassigned the value of x to banana inside the block, it changed the value of x globally in the program. To make the output clearer, I will write 1 and 2 before both outputs. So, the drawbacks of the var keyword are clear. In log code, If I forget that I have used a particular variable earlier and use it again by mistake, var does not show any error which can lead to bugs. However, let shows an error, reminding us that the variable is already declared. Const should be used when the value of variable needs to be remain unchanged throughout the program. To explain even further, I reassign the value of x as lemon in line 2. But the output is the same as I have reassigned the value of x within the block. Now let's change the keyword to let and run the program. As expected, the program throws an error because I tried to reinitialize the value of x in line 2. Now I will comment out line 2 and insert another block. Inside this block, I assign the value 10 to x. Let's see what happens. This time there is no error. The output returns three values: banana, tail, and apple. Now let's do the same thing with const and run the program. Here also, changing the value of x to banana and tail in subsequent blocks is permitted. Now, I use the let keyword in line 1 and reassign the value of x to lemon in line 2. The value of x is now globally changed to lemon. However, within the blocks, the values remain banana and tail. If I do the same experiment with const and try to change the value of x in line 2, the result will be the same when I try to reassign the value within the block. What is the explanation for this? In line 1, the value of x was globally assigned to apple, as it was outside the block. Then I used the let keyword inside the block. This created a block scoped variable x independent of the global x. The program allows me to reinitialize the value of x because the block creates a new scope. However, the value of global x remains apples. If I use the variable later in the program, its value will still be apple. So the concept of scoping should now be clear. Now let's see the restrictions in using variable names. In line 1, I use the variable name id underscore number. It is always advisable to use variable names in camel case. The name should also give us a clear picture of the value it stores. For example, instead of using x to store an id number, I can use the name id underscore number, which is more meaningful. Now let's change the variable name to 1 underscore number. This shows an error. We cannot start a variable with a number or special character. I must also mention an important point. Let allows us to declare a variable without initializing it. In line 1, I write let number, and in line 2, I assign a value of 10 to the variable. This works fine. However, the const keyword does not allow us to declare a variable without initialization. For example, const number, and in line 2, I write number is equal to 10. This throws an error. All the concepts of variables, their use and differences between the keywords var, let and const, and the meaning of differences between scoping should now be clear. If there is any doubt or problem, please let me know through the comment, and I will be more than happy to help. Thank you.
That's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this presentation, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends and leave a comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you soon in the next video. Take care and bye for now.